Is it working in Discord? I think so. Everything should be working. What is Burr on about? Buffer? Bow. This is a disgusting Volkov skin. Jared just refused to join the VC because he's stupid.
3, 2, 1,
So yeah.
brawl!
I was here, nothing was happening. Who am I playing against? Zero. You know how it be. And yeah, that's just because we literally just started to stream like a second ago, and then we had to snag food real quick. That's why we weren't here.
Oh, I see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now that you joined the VC?
I joined the VC because my headset was downstairs, and I forgot to unmute. Yeah, either way, I said, ho, very loudly when he reversed it. That's about the only comment I've made.
Gotcha. See, I just want to finish Hollow Knight so we never have to play it. But I honestly don't think we're going to wind up beating it. Because how retarded it is. Did it on purpose. Bap. See, I'm just wondering how can we make Hollow Knight easier on ourselves? Looking up a map would obviously be useful. But...
Player 2 wins.
Isn't Burr like a blat?
No clue. That is a bold move, decreasing their lowest stat and increasing their highest stat.
1700 right now? Gotcha.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Mouse, I read that. What do you think about bananas? They're awful. So I just feel like with Hollow Knight, we should legitimately just look up all the bosses and just watch someone play the game so we know exactly what to expect. Heck, maybe even watch a speedrun so we can get the routing. Heck, maybe that's what I'll do while I'm exercising. Looks like great sword gameplay here. Gotta love Mako, such a strong character.
God, oh.
What a crazy player.
Player 2
Mm-hmm.
wins.
You remind me of the people I fought in Freedom's tournament.
Facts. I learned a lot from those diamonds.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
AKA fake diamonds, am I right?
Difficult weapon, by the way.
Because there's lots of difficult weapons in Brawlhalla.
Difficult weapon.
There's some crazy maneuvers. Burp.
Difficult weapon, by the way.
Yeah.
Player 2 wins.
That's how it be. Actually trying now? Gotcha, gotcha.
I don't believe he's trying until he swaps up that stance.
2, 1,
It's kind of spitting. So I just wonder, how can we make Hollow Knight actually easier on ourselves? Like I said, the speedrun seems like it could be a good first start. If we watch the speedrun, you can see how people defeat all the bosses, as well as fast routing and stuff. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in that.
What? You can DI that?
How do you just like flip and reverse it, the
That's
frick?
what I'm saying! Got him.
I have never seen anyone that hits Rumeko shoot it
Yeah, I
straight down
know.
behind them.
I'm like, oh, this will throw me this way. Then he pops up, then he turns around.
That's crazy.
See ya.
Can you DI that one as well?
I would imagine not, but. All I want to do is reverse this Hensig.
Player 1 wins.
It's actually OP though that you can actually reverse that and shoot it like straight down.
Yeah?
It seems way better. I don't know why people wouldn't do that more often.
I don't know.
Bam, bam, bam.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Of course. Why not get complete priority over me hitting you? Classy move.
Player 1 wins.
Yeah, real funny one. Kinda went off. No, I literally, every time you started a combo on me, it should have been a clash. Even I can't even hear you. Pretty sure Devin
3,
left.
2, 1, brawl.
Yes, I forgot ground pound on guitars doesn't hit on your body instantly after activating it. I mean, except for the whole fact that's basically what the ground pound is meant for and all. Yep, we both side light, but yours get. See, it does hit there. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's wild getting 2 classes in a row and using the same move at the same time.
Player 1 wins.
Like, I didn't even know classes existed, dude. Whenever you stop playing Mako. Simple as that.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I've learned much from Bell playing Mako yesterday.
So I
How
learned.
Sidelight Neutralite is completely useless. And how in Greatsword you can't just combo because you can be punished, but apparently that's not true.
Anyway, I learned that Nosk is just a crackhead.
Surprising.
It gives you a pale ore, right? But literally the person's like, oh, it's a really easy boss. All you gotta do is have all your essence and all your HP things maxed out, have the proper charms, and then hope that you can still do it. Has 600,000 hit points. No, it's like 650 hit points or something like that. It's like, yeah, let's make sure everything's maxed out, you know. I recommend Quick Focus, Long Nail, and this other thing, because, you know, you're gonna have more notches, you know, if you're fully maxed out. And then it's pretty easy kill. Only has a few basic movesets. You know? It's like the absolute frick.
What's this? I'm in his body using a move that hits in my body, you know? Classic, he uses the move that doesn't hit in his body, his hits me, not even a clash.
Yeah.
Like, literally when Bell plays Greatsword, it makes sense. It's like, oh, he gets you in this combo if he catches your dodge. But when he misses an attack and you back away from him, he can be punished. Like,
No.
Berlizzi catches one of my dodges and does a 15-second combo.
Well, that's just how Greatsword is, though, dude. Some of the time, like, for the most part, you're able to dodge, but sometimes it's literally a completely true combo.
Oh, also how, right, first of all, Neutralite doesn't do anything in red on Katars. Like, his action just, like, doesn't kill or anything. Actual no knockback. Less than Sidelight.
On Katars?
Yep.
My might isn't supposed to, like, throw them.
Not in light. Neutral air. In red. On the bottom of Brawlhaven.
Well, see,
I
that's
use
another,
it, and they're like, nah, not even hit stun. Then they neutralite me and kill. Or not
that's another
neutralite,
reason
neutral air.
why Nair isn't as good. Right? People thought Nair was really good. Because, like, oh, look, it's a really good option. Then they discovered Side Air, which is superior because it has the same hitbox as Neutral Air, except it spikes the direction you want. Neutral has less power, and it spikes in a random direction. It doesn't matter
basically-
where you hit them or where you use it.
Yeah, and Sidelight actually has more range. Just doesn't hit directly behind you.
Not Side Light, Side Air.
That's what I mean. It's like it starts behind you, swipes the entire way in front of you, and then ends below you.
Why do you think I gave up on Brawl, Druid?
Good
Lag,
point.
it makes with how trash the game is, there's no point. Like,
Plus, when you ground pound someone, when you're on their body, it doesn't work. Then someone ground pounds when they're on your body, and it does work. Especially because they got punished for ground pounding when it should have hit.
1, brawl.
Yep. Ground that doesn't hit when I'm behind someone.
I just don't know how I feel about Hollow Knight, mate. I mean, I do know how I feel about it. I despise it, and I don't want to play it. But the thing is, I want to complete it, especially since, like, I'm doing it for the stream, and some people really want to see me do it, right? It's just the thing is, it's so not fun and it's so boring and it's so annoying. There's not a single time I'm playing Hollow Knight I'm actually enjoying myself. You know?
Yeah. I've also learned that, you know how downlight recovery isn't true and isn't even a good thing to use?
It's not necessarily a bad thing to use because it is an option.
It's a terrible thing to do. People have jumped out of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying the thing is that it is a different option. So
Yes, but see, downlight side air is true. I mean, that being said, it probably has 30 dodge frames.
Downlight side air?
Yes.
I think I can see that.
See, Bell told me, right? Don't use grounded greatsword attack if the person's playing even the slightest bit passive. If they're rushing into your attack, sure. But otherwise, you won't be able to combo. It's all about the aerials.
Yeah, it's also funny that that it was interesting. I think it's also funny that we actually play better on European servers. That's pretty funny. I wonder
Yeah,
if
because
other
we
servers
play a
like
bit
that.
slower, but enemies play a lot slower.
Yeah.
We have less of a disadvantage.
It's because it makes it
Right,
more
right.
balanced. Because then it's like our lag isn't effective, but they get at least a little bit of lag to be like how
Exactly.
ours
If
is.
we connect to no server well, connecting to a server that nobody connects to well is a benefit.
Exactly, because it doesn't affect us. Like I said, it actually played smoother on the Europe servers than it did in like USC. You know, so it's like it's just easy dubs because other people start to lag, so then they get shadow hits and they get like delay on inputs and stuff, so it feels really laggy. You know, that's what we normally deal with. But like I said, even in the European server, it's actually still smoother. So, but
Let's finish this.
there's actually juggling.
I didn't even hit.
That was an interesting one. Barely grazed it.
Player 2 wins.
Yeah, like I said with Hollow Knight, I just want to get it the frick out of the way, but like, it's so annoying too, because the like path and everything is so trash. See, I'm almost thinking what we should do, Jared, right? Is you should just keep your tablet next to you and just help me beat the game.
I'd be down.
And then like later, if you want to, you can beat the game. You know, with like knowing the knowledge. You know, but I
That
feel like
seems a lot better.
I just feel like you'll have the map and be able to look up crap and help it, and then plus you'll know how to do stuff.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot easier to just beat solo rather than just having to stop every once in a while because you don't have any of the information that I do.
Yeah, because you're going to for the information that first of all I already did. You know, so like of course you're not really getting stuck. You know, but yeah, I just figure if you had a map pulled up the entire time as well as being able to look up stuff while I'm doing stuff, that would make it so much easier and so much less annoying. And then like I said, when you do it, it won't be as bad because then you'll know how to do it. You know, and I think it'll be nice. The only thing though is that we can't like get direct pictures of what each floor looks like. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna fall into a hole that I can't escape from because of how trash the game is. You know?
Yeah, I don't really get why that's a thing. It's like they have very weird looking signs for different places, right?
Uh-huh.
They don't have danger signs.
You gotta hop off, Burr. Well, you know what? It was fun. I guess talking with you, not really playing with yous, but there was
fun
definitely
playing,
some
though.
interesting matches going on as well.
Greatsword is something.
Yeah. Like I said, I do want to legit play Brawl again. It's just I really just want to wait until I can fix the lag because I don't want to be toxic towards people as well as just being toxic towards the game all the time. But it's like literally all I can do when the game's being bad. Like, say, when someone's lagging, all they talk about is lag. You know, like, say, when someone's playing on the Europe servers and we're playing, all they're doing is complaining about how bad everything is, too. You know? And just,
Yeah,
you can't not
exactly.
complain, because that's what's happening in the game, you know? So it's just like, I figure I just need to wait until fix the lag before I really get into it, because otherwise it's just going to be annoying. You know? And then people get more annoyed when they lose, because they think I'm just being really toxic towards them. You know, even though I'm literally just talking about the game, you know? Like, I'm not like, you're trash, I won. I'm like, that was stupid that I won that because it's the trash hitbox, but then they feel like I wasn't even trying, I was just messing around and lagging, and then they lost. Or I think I'm doing that, and then I think I'm better than them.
See, that's why I don't like playing Dittos against Ices, because they lag, and then, like, say, whenever, like, Bell Ditto matches me, I always feel like, wow, he had to try less hard because of lag.
Yeah.
So I don't just want to make people feel like,
3,
oh,
2,
I played your main. You have a disadvantage, and I won.
Yeah, that's why I just like,
Worst feeling.
yeah, so that's why I don't want to play. You know, plus it's just annoying to play because all I'm doing is getting annoyed and stuff. That's also where Hollow Knight is, and that's why I want to beat Hollow Knight before getting back into Brawl, if that's what I decide to do, because Hollow Knight just makes me so annoyed, so doing that and getting into Brawl, it's not a good mix. Especially because I'm going to even be annoyed during Monster Hunter, and in Monster Hunter there's plenty of stuff to get annoyed at as well. But, yeah,
Passive Brent isn't real. It can't hurt you.
yeah, I just feel like that's what we should do with Hollow Knight. Because I feel like 100% it's going to be a lot smoother if you can actually just guide me through the areas and crap. We can figure out stuff. You know? Because I feel like one of the biggest things, if I had a map and I just knew where I was going, that'd be immediately more helpful. You know?
Yeah.
As well as if I had any questions or anything. It'd be a
Ah,
lot
well,
easier.
grabbing it from that far away and hitting me from that.
Fun exit boxes not existing. Person really doesn't know how to play X. They're throwing
They're
out
playing
attacks.
passive enough, but
See, the
seems
thing
like
is
they go between playing passive and playing really aggressive instead of striking. They basically run or they fight.
well, see, the thing is they're just not good with their movement at all. Literally, they're just going for like random grounded attacks that are like super obvious to read. Or when they jump in the air, they immediately just go for the what's it down there. And see, that only works on faster weapons like Katars or Scythe because they're unpunishable to do something like that. I mean, on the ground, they're both punishable. You know, like Scythe and Katars.
Actually unfortunate.
You just got outplayed, so yeah.
I one orb kill was so far around a scythe and an arm.
An arm. I hear ya. Another thing though, like tonight we're gonna be doing some Monster Hunter. I think we're both gonna be farming for gear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But tomorrow in Hollow Knight, you're just gonna guide me through. You know?
Yeah.
So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I also don't think it'll take very long in Monster Hunter to get the stuff I'm looking for anyway.
This guy just beat orb. Bop. Man, I love that thing being instant.
Don't worry. There's a chance of doing less damage though.
And how that's definitely a true combo. That's the first time I've hit this in actually 4 days.
Player 2 wins.
I need more honey mustard. I'll be back. He back.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Uh-huh. There it is again, hitting on their body, because that's what it does, and yet, it doesn't work for me. But he decides to. Ah, yes, of course. First actual good move this guy's made that game was holding off on that side air. Yep. We all know how little priority Orb has. Why is this guy going so far away? That's not even beneficial pass. That's just wasting my time.
Three, two, one, brawl!
What's a dodge? Or not being in their hitbox? Oh my god. Why do platforms exist? Also, have that hit me. I wasn't on the ground. Oh. Platforms are really fun, by the way. Yep, don't let me jump. That'd be wild. Why let me jump after I, what's the word? I'm in free frames, where I should be able to jump. Yep. Yes! Don't let me dodge! When I have my dodge, I'm right above the guy. That'd be wild! And then like 3 seconds that I have where I could do something, just make me only able to stand there and take the attack. I love how, instead of like letting me move, Rahal's like, oh, you know what? It would be hilarious if right when he was jumping into an attack, right? That didn't activate yet, and he could easily dodge out of it. We're just gonna not let him dodge. It's just a really fun feature in the game. For no reason, you can't dodge. The official name.
Three, two, one, brawl!
God love that range. What does it matter that I'm dodging? He has a hitbox. Yep, don't mind my neutral light. That should definitely come out faster than a Sig. Let's think logically here. A very fast light attack. A Sig. Yep. I love passive players who don't die until black. It's a really fun thing to fight. That doesn't actually take 5 hours. And all the weapons spawning over right near him.
Player one wins. Three, two, one, brawl.
This guy's got diamond potential. He's already got the whole thing down. The SIGs, the instantly using an attack out of a SIG. They completely ignore my hitbox and they kill me in orange. And now we've got Rocket Lance with its massive SIG hitboxes that are really punishable. Oh, what's that? I'm below him. Doesn't matter to him. So it doesn't matter to Brawlhalla. No joke though, I did find a diamond that actually played Vrax and actually used Sigs this often. Possibly more often. And it makes me wonder, why design a game where this is how you win? It's like, whoa, using a combo of light attacks and reading dodges, nah. We got Sigs. And massive hitbox weapons that are unpunishable and have true combos that kill. And the only way you can kill them is if they are actual idiots and decide to sire onto the ledge out of your range. Or more so in your range, out of their range. Yep. Oh! Oh, I should have known. Idiot! God. It's not often that I fight players that are actually just straight up stupid. I mean, he is on a diamond level, because he is playing Vrax and spamming. But like, say, you can't be a diamond with choices like that. For you randomly Sig on stage, light years away from your enemy, with the most punishable Sig Vrax has.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Yep, hits in his body. Go for that Vrax got lag. I'd be willing to accept the answer that he literally did not mean to click any of those buttons. Ah, yes, going onto the ledge actually means stomp halfway across the stage. That was definitely within that hitbox too. What you gonna do? Man, this is a real fun time. Yep, shadow hit. Yep, definitely within that hitbox. Yup. Kill me. Man, I love ranked. And how players like this can win literally through hitting you with Axe once to get you off stage. And then just spamming SIGs off the edge. And plus the fact that I didn't know Zol had such stupid hitboxes. Oh, you're within 6 miles of this trap? It's still gonna pick you up. Oh, before the trap's even thrown out at the start of the SIG? Nah, it caught ya. Why not?
3, 2, 1, brawl!
This is just what happens when I can't play easy sword to win all my matches. Yep. This is just what I fight. Instant SIGs from literally everyone. Zol has random dump hitboxes. Then there's Vrax with actual just massive hitboxes, which is expected, because Lance. Me with no dodges. And then Giro, which I always just think Giro SIGs took forever to come out. Since I have lag, you know? They're actually the most instant things ever, can't be punished. More so not can't be punished. Just come out instantly. See, my fatal mistake there was assuming he was going to use a light attack. I just completely ignore the fact that light attacks exist when fighting the Zero. Just only expect SIGs. And my hitbox is not to work. Yep. Here I was thinking my attack had priority. And that Zeros didn't have a hitbox. Once again, just me playing Zero with lag. Yep. Whoa, wait. I love the fact that I was not below that. And I was actually in the hitbox directly. Yep. And how his SIG comes up faster than mine. Yep. Yep, how I meant to jump, you know, use a dodge mid-air instead of spot dodge. Oh. Behold, now this guy actually started obeying what Jiro's hitboxes actually are. They hit only directly in front of you, and they take forever to come out. 5 more orb KOs. And then I can play really fun Jiro that has really good hitboxes. But has a weapon that I like more than orb. So it's worth it.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Yep. Not quite sure that side tick hit me. What a surprise. Yes, he was just, what's the word? In my hitbox. Yep, I was behind him or in his body. Either way, axe doesn't hit, but... Yep, can't dodge. I forgot every part of Gauntlets is true. Then he kills himself. Yep. I forgot orb recovery had no priority. And by no priority, I mean, I've ground pounded orb recovery before, unarmed. Didn't stop it. That's got clobbered. Yep, platform. Fun times.
Player one wins.
If Brawlhalla could just even give me a reason why I lag.
Three, two, one, brawl!
This is a Black Mordex after all. Doesn't matter that none of it's true, because all of it's true. Man, now I'm really looking forward to seeing his gauntlets. Yep. Black hole. I'm behind him, but it slowly pulls me towards the hitbox. I'm not even sure how I made that much distance in front of him. For that toss, would have hit me when I'm below him. Then again, other people's down airs do just straight up hit below him. Yep. What should I expect? Me to hit him? When my hitbox hits him and his doesn't hit me? That would be wild. I forgot down air only hits grounded. And not just down from where I attacked. They have to be specifically on the ground. Just a lingering hitbox that he walked into. Don't mind that. Love how it's all true. And now we lose, because he's going to finish this off with the unarmed. No, now we lose because he's going to finish this off with the gauntlets. I too love dodging in the middle of my sig. Using side air grounded, which dunks me through a platform and off the stage.
Player 1 wins.
Either way, Demon King, if you're participating, yes, participating in the viewer games, lobby is set up. I'll take that as no. You don't get that much about defense. I get only negative defense. Not negative, but minus. Good enough. Blood enemy. Interesting.
Three, two, one, brawl.
There's a hitbox to the side where the spear doesn't rise from. I just want to play Jiro again. So we'll try this. Never mind. Guess I won't get an orb kill. Because they're gonna weapon starve me now. One orb kill a match is better than no orb kills a match. Why weapon starve? Well, I made it clear enough that I just need orb kills. Yes, I love waking up on the first frame of my attack as well. That's 3. I believe that's enough.
Player one wins.
Oh, boys. We can finally play some Jiro. Before that... Well, not before that, but we need to do an experimental match to get our last grav cancel before the end of a game. The Mordex, perfect.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Want to make sure to give them the kills. Just in case they work on Battle Pass, you know? So I landed before he hit me, so I wanted to make sure I got an extra hit, but... Okay, and then... And is that my battle pass? Whew. Now I just need to worry about the rest of that next week. Okay. Now it's time to try and get Black Zero again. I don't remember this guy by name, but apparently I've beat him before, so. Good news for me.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I hate those size reversals. Gotta use a Fate Sig. But see, my Scythe combo is nothing compared to a one Spear combo. Yes, and compared to Scythe hitting me despite literally scratching the floor. Yep. Huh. Well, I learned why other people can Scythe combo so easy. It's because they use hitbox that shouldn't have hit, thus why they have no sound. And then they hit me with ground pounds when I'm above them. Well, that little tack that he used there doesn't seem to work when I did it as Fate. Yes, I love also doing that, which he did. Hitting with a hitbox that shouldn't have hit, because that's not how the hitbox works. Yep.
Player 1 wins.
Still get XP, and that's all that matters. Because I can't get completely cheated by hitboxes, stopping me from getting XP. And thus, why don't tell people, hey, I'm Plat, because I'm such a good player. I'm like, you know what? I actually have experience in this game, so I have several Black Scythe characters.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And seeing as that the more experienced you are, is directly related to your skill in Brawlhalla. Doesn't depend on your rank. Because you can just spam as Varax and get a high rank. But you can't spam as Varax and be skilled. Or more so, you can't do that and gain skill. A skilled player could still spam as Varax. Why didn't you just go for the kill confirm? I'm fairly certain on my screen he used that cannon before he even picked it up. Yep. He activated the attack when he was on my right side. By the end of it, he hit me from the left.
Player 2 wins.
I'm looking forward to two things in the near future. And that is level 25-0. Actually, three things. Level 100 player level, and 1,000 hours in the game. I'm sure I could say I have 900 hours. Or like 980, but
3,
none of that
2,
sounds as cool as
1,
1,000
brawl.
crisp hours. For that Mirage, what that Mirage did to me, that should have hit. Yep. Unarmed is actually why we can't have nice things. Because unarmed mixed with lag is just, you can't fight. Also greatsword. Because other people's greatsword is actually light speed. Not to mention Weapon Toast and Hammer, though. I love a backdash that doesn't give iframes, giving him iframes. Love my dodge, but it does give iframes, not coming out. I love down air. Down air doesn't work like that on any other weapon except for Katars. And unarmed. And more so I was saying unarmed, because Katar down air works just a little different. Yep, don't mind my dodge. That was One of the stupidest moves I ever made. Yep. Mm-hmm. In his body. Yep. When did I use my dodge? Real fun times. He had approximately 30 options that all would have killed me.
One wins.
But every round, I draw closer to my EXP, reaching the next level, in which I'll be able to purchase black.
Three, two, one, brawl.
How did I use a neutral light? It wasn't even on the attack button. I mean, obviously I was on the attack button since it's my mouse, but... I don't know if I feel comfortable enough, going off stage against this guy. I somehow feel more comfortable in Sword, because at least I have different hitboxes than him. I don't think I've ever done a scythe combo that actually just straight up kills someone. I thought Nyx had a lot of defense.
Player 2 wins.
Like, say, this is Scythe right here. Like, see, from yellow to red into a kill with one dodge read on stage. On a character with 4 attack. It's just... This isn't fair. Especially since I've done combos that to other people on better stages, and they haven't died to it. But, like, Nyx has, like, 6 to 7 defense, I'm pretty sure. And just because it was a small stage, or more so small off stage when it comes to the
3, 2, 1,
horizontals, they die. Like, one dodge read shouldn't mean you get to kill someone. That being said, there are a lot of things that need to change. And that's hardly the most important. Notice, Cross also has 6 to 7 defense, the specific one having 6. And he survives until black, whilst being continuously pelted off stage. And yet they still make that map legal. Also, why are Cross the Sig so powerful? Hitboxes. One of the things they definitely need to change. Like, say I recovered there, and I was below him. But since my recovery led into him, you know, because it goes up and I was below him, his side air hit me. And I died. And he wasn't even hit. And see, obviously the hitbox needed to change. What I was describing was actually lag, which made the hitboxes dumb because of the stupid netcode that they use. Ow.
Player 2 wins.
So close. Looks like a very aggressive name. More excited.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Yep, couldn't dodge. That is how things work. You should be able to punch a side sig with a side sig. Some people use less sigs. But then there are a lot of situations, i.e. any character but Jiro, where you can only punch sigs with either light attacks, which they can then just dodge the next attack, or you can't punch them at all, because their range versus their punishability. Worst part is I would have been dead anyways, because that grav cancel was a bit risky. I don't know why I expect this guy to play more aggressive. Where I use that end sig. Seeing as it actually can't really play aggressive, so I shouldn't have really expected him to, especially when he has been playing aggressive. Still hate that.
Player 2 wins.
I like say accents can go above like blasters. My down sig goes above nothing. Oh, that's like 1 to 2 games right there. And then my player level's kinda close, and my hours like 13 away. So good bit, but still. I don't even expect Black Zero to look cool. I just want it. I don't think I'll ever be able to play Fate, honestly, but if Fate's the only Scythe character that I don't have Black, I'll be fine with it. Until eventually I'm forced to play specifically Fate, like I have been. Like, I'm pretty sure I've been forced to play one of 3 characters, including Fate,
3,
in the Battle Pass for like
1,
5 games or something, but they're Scythe character, so in a way, I was kind of a little bit urged to play Fate a good bit. And if that time comes again, we'll play Fate and eventually get Black Fate. Try to use a Fate Sig. What have I become? I can know everyone knows how to punish that. Like, it doesn't even look like there's much time afterwards to where you could punish, and yet people always do it. Now that I actually know how small the hitbox on that Sig is, I should honestly be able to punish it better too, but I choose not to, I guess. Nope. The Silent Sider, aka literally barely hit him, and by barely hit him I mean shouldn't have hit him, but did. That's how Brawlhalla liked to be. That may have been the weirdest class I've ever seen. Mainly because I've never seen bow clash. So it just feels weird that it clashes with projectiles, even though clash is just both people being hit. Why do you wait so long to do that? Just to show me how punishable I was? Little does he know I was fully aware. What is he doing? Still hate that hitbox. Not the hitbox on Golden. Well, I do hate the hitbox on Golden Ground Pound because I've been told it's only in the front. That is a complete lie. Yep. Not quite sure how that recovery didn't hit him, but...
Player 1 wins.
Is this the level 25 Giro? We did it, boys. Colors. Page 2. Black Giro. Then I got page 3 Black Mordex, and now page 6 Artemis Black, Giro Black, Mirage Black, Nyx Black, Volkov Black. This is sick. And I want more of it. And I'm currently at 12,000. Meaning I am about halfway to getting the Black Mordex. But I already have Mordex leveled, so. And as I said, I don't really care about Fate. And now I've become about 3 times as tryhard with people fighting me. And that's a good feeling. Intimidation.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Or people just think they're all that when they kill me. That's how it was when I got Black Artemis. Love it. How that hits completely through the stage and dunks me. Wasn't expecting that. Why can I never just grab cancel? I just randomly ground pound. I feel like it gives away my exact intention. I also hate how speed dodges work, or case dodges, or whatever. Yep.
I take it you already typed up your thing, huh?
Yep.
Do I need to...
Player 1 wins. Three, two, one, brawl.
Of course I can't turn around before neutral lighting. That'd be wild. Ah. Didn't know that much rain. I don't know, move up to this. Yep, I'm definitely not. Yep, don't mind my dodge. He's just right on top of me, and I'm like, man, I should really just stand still here. Instead of dodge through him the down air and then throw him into oblivion and instantly kill him because Sight's OP. last I checked, dodges come out in 1 frame. Otherwise, they would be completely useless. I love how people can hit that like super high up and it'll still hit you. The fact that guy can hit that thing through the wall. And the fact that sword apparently can't be punished, despite my sword being punishable. Yep, that's true, by the way.
Player 1 wins.
Okay. Zombie Lord 223 is now following. Thanks for the follow.
3,
Also, if anyone's followed, I usually can't see them. I saw it on stream, so. The gym will probably be in here any second. Also, thank you for the follow. Man, I love my dodges and my ability to, what's the word? Attack. And have hitboxes. I don't understand! I'm above it and behind it. I activate my cider, which should hit him from that range. And the strap just pulls me. Yep. I forgot Scythe takes forever to stop. Yep. I forgot Neutral Light never came out. Though I never forgot the Jiro had no kill power. That's just a law of life. Or that sword actually had no hitbox. Yep. Anytime when something rolls on the floor for approximately 4 seconds, then falls off, it still has a hitbox. Yep. Why would I hit him? Obviously, that first one was a bit off, but. I also hate how cannon, right? It can make actually so much horizontal distance. So you basically can't kill it off the sides. Rocket Lance can make so much horizontal and vertical distance, so you can't really kill it unless you literally straight up kill it or you get its recovery. Fun times.
Player 1 wins.
And I'm playing a character with approximately 4 kill power and 4 defense. Or 4 strength, I guess. Not kill power, but approximately no kill power and approximately no survivability. Plus the fact that they get lag. So right, any weapon that I try and fight off stage will just be able to use an attack even though I use it first. And it doesn't have to hit me with its actual hitbox. It can with their hitbox, but not on my screen. So going off stage basically isn't an option for me unless I have the complete advantage and the enemy straight up can't attack me. For example, that I was above them, but since I guess on their screen I was within their hitbox, they hit me. And like say there, I might have been to their side, and they activated that after I activated their my recovery. But that doesn't matter to them, or Brawlhalla, because what I'm experiencing isn't actually it, because good old rollback netcode. Weapon tosses on platforms are also very fun as well. Don't worry though, he's just gonna ground pound randomly when I'm to his side and then it's gonna hit me. Or my personal favorite, down air, infinite priority, and a half. And thus, that's why I can't go off stage. Weapon throw, down air. And then bang, they win. I am down to stock, just like that. Oh, and I don't have another jump, because I used that somewhere along the line. And then there's good old funnel spear. And thus, this is why Mirage is so cancer to fight. Because you can wake up anything with spear. Scythe, if I use Scythe and they use Scythe, they have an advantage because of lag. Like say, you know, that good old side sig after side light. Also known as side light side sig. That doesn't matter to a spear player. Because they can just click the attack button in any direction, and it hits me. And unless, of course, they attack in the complete wrong direction. They can do neutral, they can do neutral air, you know. They can do side light. Probably down light, just wouldn't be a punish, it would just get them out of the combo. So as long as I don't side light in the wrong direction, I'm kind of dead. Except in this situation, I still side sigged afterwards, and it killed them. Unscathed. But this is Gauntlets. And a Mordex. So he's got unpunchable SIGs and true combos for days. What a surprise. Original Mordex player here. Oh, kind of surprised he didn't use a SIG there. Yeah, I expected the down SIG. Yep. Let me get this straight. It hits me through a wall, and then that recovery happens even though I dodge upwards. That's a true combo, by the way, seeing as I had my dodge that whole time and was spamming it. And he dies. Because he tried to, what's the word? Neutral air at the very edge of the stage when I was nowhere near him. What level am I? I mean, I know what level I am. Close. And I'm only 12 hours away.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Yep. And behold, due to his actual light speed and hitboxes not making any sense, for example, he was above me there, I lose. Literally undebatable. Because he could just wake up my attacks with a SIG. Still over, because I've been hit approximately 5 times, and I'm in black. Surprisingly, he throws away the spear instantly, because gauntlets are light speed. Oh, I was trying to make enough distance to where that wouldn't hit me, but that's impossible. I could be on the other side of the stage, it wouldn't matter. Yep. Neutral SIG does not come out fast enough. Gonna go for the SIG. Oh. That hit him, because he slid up the wall somehow. Because Brawlhalla's a really consistent game. Yep. sunlight does not matter. Neither does the fact that I was in his body. Neither does the fact that I was above him there. Goes through my hitbox, and now I die.
Player 1 wins. Three, two, one, brawl!
Gotta taunt on him real quick. Don't worry, it's gonna clock me when it doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, I didn't touch the wall there. For someone who complains about Brawl a lot, you seem to play it a lot. Yes, that is how big. Notice, I had no choice. Not with playing Brawl. That I at least have some choice, I guess. Yeah. See, it's because I play Brawl because I want to get good at it. But I don't like Brawl and I complain about it because I can't get good at it because of lag. Or more so, I can get good at it. Like say obviously I'm not playing at my lowest possible level because of lag. Like say I can't play as well as I should be able to play with all my experience and with how I play with them. That's why I complain. Because like gaining skill, and everyone's like, wow, you're getting pretty good. But then you're acting a lot more skilled than people actually think that you are. Heck, possibly more skilled than you think you are. That's just a wild thing. More so. That sounds like it was very targeted towards you. More so, better than the person who no one knows how good they really are. They don't know how good they are themselves. Now I die. Either way, rank is something that I can't really change. However, playtime is something that I can change, and thus I will.
3, 2,
I mean, I can change my rank, obviously, but cannot change it to a higher level than it is currently peaked at. I really need a Demon Island background, because it is quite difficult to see me and my enemy. Opposite side or in the wrong direction shouldn't have hit, but the rest of these should definitely be hitting, seeing as that he's inside the little wind sweeps that indicate the hitbox. Easy. I say as I'm at an almost full stock disadvantage. More so about to be full stock disadvantage. Am I right? Frick. The thing is, the kind of conditioning people use, like say, that guy never used the N-Light instant N-Sig. But the reason I thought he would is because everyone else does. Every other Artemis in ranked. So it's the very weirdest form of conditioning. Glove unarmed. Thought that was true. Yep, right next to him. Hits me with down air. Not down air, down light. Don't worry, he still lives. Not really though. It was a bait. Got him. Okay, now we see how much work we're putting on the sights, because I don't think I killed this guy with only sword. Yep. I N-Light, he N-Lights, he gets priority. And now I die. Not really though. Soon. Frick. I made a bad move. I repeat, I have made a bad move. That's so deep. That should have killed. No! I definitely should have hit him with that side sig.
Player 2 wins.
The last sweeping part came in, nearly clobbered him. Oh wait, you got Frozen Forest Olgrim. What are my other daily missions? Lance and Spear and Bow Winds. Experimental 1v1 games. Lance and spear kills. Indeed. I don't know what you're saying that to, but out of the first, like, 4 things I can think of, it all makes sense. Lance and spear. Also need to play some experimental games, so I think I'll get those out of the way while playing Ulgrim. When I inevitably get all my kills with X, because I can't do the true combo on Lance. That game had to lose, that's what I'm saying. All these Lances seem like they'll look really bad with Frozen Forest. Fine. Keep in mind, this is experimentals.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I don't know if it's a good thing or not that I don't like a lot of the skins that Brawlhalla has. Because I feel like if I did like the skins, I'd probably buy, or if I had money, I'd probably buy skins for characters that I don't even play. That hit me. Okay, that's a Lance kill already. And I believe the last one I needed. And they say Orm Graham doesn't have a hitbox. Go. That was interesting. Before the second slash, but after the first one. And that's how you play Axe. See, the thing is that Axe does require a lot less hits, but it's not necessarily a good thing. Seeing as that if you're just going in trying to get one hit a time with like Scythe or anything, it's like, you aren't gonna win, but you can also land combos a lot easier that actually do damage. Like what I did that one next, where I yellow to deathed him on 0. Well, looks like we've got some viewer games on our hands. Level 22 Fate. Not sure if I want to play him or not. Not gonna lie. That was interesting. That spikes straight downwards? I really need to start to understand the Golden Ground Pound hitbox, because it's not directly below, but it's not directly in front. And it doesn't seem to be anywhere in the middle. But it seems like that would help me greatly in a lot of these situations, seeing as it's basically the kill option. What's the hitbox? Ah, that's the hitbox. Above it. Gotcha.
Player 1 wins.
XOP question mark? Because none of those ground pounds on stage killed up. The second I leapt out axe and recovered off stage, it was over. Are they the same guy? What do you mean?
Three, two, one, brawl.
What? How'd that hit in your body? Is that just what happens when you slide charge it? Sam Hughes. Oh. Spot charge only covered the way down, not the way up. This isn't looking good. My gauntlets can prevail. Ow. Felt too risky to go any further out.
Player 2 wins. Three, two, one, brawl!
Oof, I'm bad at gauntlets and I never play orb. That is quite the pain.
I'm still covered in sweat, but I'm here. What's new? Hey!
Hey!
Scooch the fan over to the side. It's Boiling Inferno, but it's my Boiling Inferno. I don't know if a Wooby is still here, but we can hope. King of Frogs? Well, someone's here to challenge my reign.
That is kind of facts.
But they are number 2. So.
Ooh. Savage.
Yeah.
I almost just jumped into that.
That'll be.
That Sig is something.
That indeed was something. Something fierce. Something wild and. Absolutely petrified. Interesting clash, interesting clash.
The amount that I love Bowsider, it's just such a balanced move.
Yeah.
It doesn't have an absurd hitbox for no reason.
Or by clapping them ember cheeks.
It's okay. Let's wake up with neutral air.
That is very factual.
Or just use neutral air. It's not like you can stop it.
Yeah, that's what some guy was doing to me in the tournament.
It's so dumb.
No, it just,
Player 1
You can't do anything against it.
nah. I think it's perfectly balanced, designed as intended. Let's go. How's it going, Ruby? The thing is that it's so much harder to lift weights, like, for a while, right? Like, right there, I did, like, 10, right? Like, things like the squats, and then, like, the arm lifts with the kettlebells or whatever. But the thing is, like, it's so hard to do. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to do, like, 10 after exercise. It's usually, I don't feel like doing it before and after, so I'm just doing it after once I'm already kind of strained. Which I don't know if it is the way, but at the same time, I feel like it's better because then, like, muscles already, like, strained, right? But obviously, I'm going to keep trying to do more and more. And stuff like that, but I'm still doing the elliptical for 30 minutes, though, so it's just bonus exercise, but I want to get ripped, you know. You know how it be. But I'm also ready tonight to hunt down some gosh darn monsters.
Good.
And tomorrow, hopefully, doing some work on the Hollow Knight. You know what I'm saying? I just want to beat Hollow
Yeah.
Knight so bad, because probably the next thing we're going to be doing after Hollow Knight is either going to be the emulator games, or it's going to be Terraria, and it might be Monster Hunter World. It'd be very good.
Yeah.
I could join in if they want the free-for-all.
King of Frog says, yay, Terraria.
Random.
That's what I'm saying. Emulator? There's a lot of stuff I do want to do. I just did Hollow Knight because a lot of people are like, yeah, it's a really cool game. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a whirl. It's high rated. But just not the game for me. Like, Metroidvanias in general I don't like because just a lot of backtracking and a lot of have no idea where you're going and stuff. It's like,
Starbound is good. Says King of Frogs.
I have no idea what that is. Unless I do. But I haven't heard much about it if I did hear about it. Yeah, I don't know. Metroidvanias just aren't really for me. But the thing is, that's not just technically, I guess, Metroidvania. It's just most that I see. Because, I mean, I really like Dust. So. I just feel like from now on, I'm going to watch reviews of games before I play them.
What? How did that hit me? Guess I'm just still here getting bullied without a weapon. Fine, I wanted to hammer anyway.
I don't know how I didn't get any distance.
You're right, you got so cheated.
I see you. What the frick?
Yours even kicked first, but I guess we were all a bit too far away.
How?
Here comes the pain train.
The frick? And this man's up 2 stock.
It's your turn now. It's better than seeing a stupid hitbox get beat by another stupid hitbox.
And he keeps killing. Space Target? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Now that you say it, I remember what game. My first Metroidvania game was Symphony of the Night, and I think I spent 9 hours not knowing what I'm doing, and I finally fought the first boss. I was 13 at the time, and as of now, I still don't play that game. Well, just, I don't know. I really don't understand the point of Metroidvanias, but I guess some people like the idea of, like, it's not necessarily free roam, but, like, the thing is that it's not, like, it's not linear at all in the same way. Like, it's as if it's, like, actually, like, your own story, you know? And it's, like, no one's guiding you. It's not, like, a prophecy or anything like that. It's legit, like, you're just doing it to do it, you know? But, I don't know. See, I don't mind that kind of, like, thing. It's just, I wish there was a way to know where things go. It's like, oh, you know, maybe now that you, did this, maybe you should head this direction to know where you're going.
3, 2,
Because, like, legit, I have no idea what the story is of Hollow Knight. And I've played a bunch. I don't know where. Well, I mean, I kind of know where I'm going, but that's only because I looked it up. And just like, to me, I
It
like.
really doesn't really tell you where you're going. It just seems to be like kind of like do whatever, and then you get to the kind of place that you need to go.
That's how it is.
Frick. Mission complete. Scared?
Not really. My controls just aren't working. Yes. Yes.
I hit you.
I'm not quite sure how that happened, but you know, it did. Good for Halasar. Okay, just shield poked your way to the end, sadly. It would have worked if I was at a higher percentage, but yeah. There actually is a Metroidvania game that I played. I don't remember the name of it, but it had blood in the name. It could have been Bloodstained. It has a gothic theme to it, and it was a really fun one, at least for me. It's more like, here is where you need to go. Okay, how do I get there? You figure that out. The game is kind of slow at the start, but I would watch some gameplay to it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just going to try and watch like more reviews and stuff before getting into games from now on. So it's like, I kind of get a gist of like how long the game is, how difficult the game is, the kind of stuff I'd be doing in the game. You know? Because usually reviews, like, they're not like how I'd review games where they talk about like a lot of the good things about it or whatever. They're usually just saying the downsides of it, which is honestly more important. Because usually I'll find the good in the game, especially if people are ragging on it, you know? But it's also nice to know the bad stuff about the game.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
You know? Yeah. Forgot that that hits under you.
Good. Dangerous thing to forget.
Unfortunate to have nothing out of that. Ah, yes. How is that hitbox not? Oh, but that is.
Mm-hmm.
Shut down.
That's fun.
Uh-huh.
I'm just too good at this hacking game. It's not at all just complete blind luck. Anyways, I gotta
Oh
get
yeah,
some sleep.
speaking of.
Enjoy the rest of your night and stream. Thanks, and you too, mate. Not your stream, but I mean if you're streaming, yeah. Anyway, what turn?
As Zero against the Knicks, I yellow to death him. It was crazy with one dodge rate at the very beginning. Wild, I know.
Well, this will be the last game, anyways. Because I know you gotta do some research. I gotta do some Monster Hunter. You know.
That is true.
So yeah. That's an Elysian Tail. It's very cheap. Okay. I might have to peek that. I play Monster Hunter. I just don't have Rise. Yeah. Well, the thing is that we have like Xboxes with like the Game Pass, so technically we have World. I don't know if Iceborne is actually like a DLC or if it's like well, I guess either way it would be a DLC. Listen, I literally pick up my weapon then immediately breaks.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. Yes, priority over orb, gotcha.
I literally just fell down to the complete bottom of the stage without even being able to have a choice.
This is the price you pay. It's fun, literally it just not working whatsoever.
Player 3 wins.
It is DLC. I'm PC, so I can't join. Gotcha. But do you have to like pay for the DLC? That's my question. Or is it like one of the free DLCs? I'm assuming you probably have to buy it, but it'd be nice if it was just paying. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I know the Iceborne DLC is a pretty big DLC, so I definitely went to that. But yeah, how much do you guys play to get to level 100? Well, to be honest, I don't play that much anymore.
Oh, I'm on 100 now. Hold
Yeah.
it.
But I used to play a lot more. But we have like 1,000+ hours, so yeah. It costs more than the base game, and it's most of the game. Really? It's kind of pain. Maybe I'll wait for it to go on sale and stuff like that to get the Iceborne stuffs slash the game, or maybe the Iceborne thing is part of the Game Pass stuff. I don't know. You get it now? Well, I'd be playing on Xbox, so we wouldn't be able to play together. Just because we have Game Pass, so it's technically like a free game. But if I were to buy it, I'd probably buy it on PC. So, that becomes the case, then yes. I would definitely do that. Right now, though, we're trying to beat Rise. I'm pretty sure we're close to the end. You only got 1 year till Rise comes on other platforms. Yeah, but I mean, I already have Rise, and it's almost gonna be donezoed. So easy. Thing is, I feel like people won't really get Rise, to be honest. Like, I think it's personally really good, but unless they add a lot more to the game, like just like more bosses and more content and stuff like that, I feel like people are just gonna stick at World. Just because it's like, it's easier, you know, to already be like with that. But, I don't know, I would definitely say Rise is worth the try, you know, but we technically had Gamefly to rent it, so we didn't technically even like buy it, but I don't know. For the most part, I feel like people aren't going to buy it unless they have a Switch. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really want to try World out again, though, because I played a little bit in the past, but I didn't get very far. But I could definitely do some, like, research on that kind of stuff. They did good on LBG Movement, from what I've seen. What's that? The LBG Movement. Light bowgun? Yeah, I mean, I noticed that a little bit in Rise. It definitely seemed better because at first, like, I used the light bowgun in World because, you know, like, it was like my first time getting into any Monster Hunter game. It's like I was really nervous to fight like big bosses and like get used to like the kind of like they do good damage and stuff like that. So I would always use like a light bowgun like the first time taking out a boss at least to like study its attacks, and then I would go like longsword. But it's definitely better now. I feel like you still have the little wyvern things you can place on the ground. You know, which is like, you know, when the main source of the damage. At least that's what I remember. Like you had to set up the things and just kind of blitz the explosions to do a bunch of damage. Sammy said I just like range. Yeah, well the thing is that range like is usually kind of cheap in a game like that because like what's it? Just like range kind of is like, you know, you're not really playing Monster Hunter if you're using range, you know? Because like you don't have to strafe as much or anything and like read movements. But the thing is like, you know, I feel like a lot of people don't really care about that as much, you know? Because I figured a lot of people would be like a lot like how they are in like Dauntless and stuff, you know? To where people are like, you gotta play specific weapons or you're not really playing the game, you know? But it seems like people in Monster Hunter are pretty accepting of whoever plays whatever weapon, you know? Like, I don't really... People say, oh, this weapon's too easy, this weapon's so cheap. You know? Like, I don't really see that. Which is cool. It's like, you kind of can play whatever, no one's really gonna just, like, judge you on how you play. Because, I mean, like, when I played Light Bowgun, like, the downside is you kill bosses a lot slower than you would with a lot of other weapons just because you're fighting at a range. You know, but it's like, you can also do good damage, it can be really fun to play. So it's like, if that's the weapon you like to play, just play it, you know? Because like I said, in Rise, I started playing Sword and Shield just because, I didn't want to play a super slow weapon. I didn't want to play daggers because I'm like, oh, those are, like, easy weapons, you know? So I didn't want to play an easy weapon. So, yeah, I just didn't want to... That's the only reason I didn't play, like, the dual daggers and stuff like that. And I didn't want to play, like, light machine gun or longsword because that's what I plan on using in World and what I used in World beforehand. So I'm like, I'll use Sword and Shield. And honestly, Sword and Shield, like, I can kill stuff pretty fast, like, around, like, 10 minutes. And stuff like that, which isn't bad. And that's for, like, the bosses that, like, I'm actually, like, fighting, not, like, old bosses. For World, they complain about Scythe and Cannon. Like, for them being easy or what? The best thing on light bowgun is I never need element. Yeah, that is very nice. I remember always stressing, because, like, before when I got into games, like, I would always be against using items. I don't know why. It's probably because I played a lot of, like, easier games or something, like, say, like, Pokemon and stuff like that. So it's like, when it came to Pokemon, it's like, I'm like, I don't want to use all these items, like, potions and stuff, because, like, the enemy team doesn't use potions, and so it's like, it always felt cheap to be like, I don't want to have an edge up where I can revive and stuff like that, you know? So I never used items, and so that's why, like, Monster Hunter was always difficult, because I would only use, like, normal ammo or the free ammo they'd give you on missions. But if, like, I actually, like, crafted ammo or bought ammo, I'm sure I would have been a lot more effective. Except around a certain multi-element dragon. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm assuming it's probably a big threat. To be honest, Rise, I really like because of the dogs. Oh, man, the dogs. The Palamutes. Being able to, like, travel faster is literally so nice. As well as you can whetstone on the dog while still moving. So, like, mid-fight, when your weapon gets, like, super dull, you can, like, hop on the dog and then repair your weapon. Instead of having to, like, stand still and do it. which is very nice because especially in Rise, from what I've noticed, your dirt or like sharpness goes down very fast. But I also like that you don't have to track monsters in Rise. Like you don't have to like track footprints or anything. You just follow the map. Voltregon requires element to stop the one-shot Nova that is guaranteed and hits the whole map. Ah, sounds great. To be honest, I remember in World a lot of the things that I struggled with, like from like the only like the early stuff that I did, is Pukey was a pain. But I also, like I said, I don't even think I even used like free items for a while, so I wasn't like healing or anything. So that explains why that was a pain. And obviously, like say like the Rathalos was kind of a pain, because even that's a pain in Rise. And like the Diablos, just because like how massive the hitboxes are. And in both games, freaking Barith. Yikes. Just shattering your weapons on them and doing 0 damage. But, to be honest, Rise has been super easy for the most part. There's only been some really annoying, like, powerful bosses, but they're not even that bad. I remember World seeming a lot more hardcore, but maybe I was just really bad back then. For damage, or for guns, your damage is going to be on the different ammos, period. Yeah. Normal ammo does, like, literally nothing. You know, like, if you have to rely on normal ammo at the end, like normal ammo 1, that's kind of yikes. You know? But I remember, like, being able to bring, like, my sticky and spread ammo. That was pretty good. The thing is that I honestly don't really remember spread being that great. Because, like, while it hit a lot of parts, it also did, like, very little damage. You know? Like, up close, even. So I don't remember. I remember using sticky, though, just because the explosions and crap were really good. But, yeah. It's KO damage. Is support more the damage? Yeah. I know. I would say if I'm getting, like, if and when I get back into World, I want to play Longsword and or Bowgun as, like, either a secondary weapon to use or as, like, a main weapon, and just kind of swap between them when I feel like it. But I'm definitely interested to also look up some of, like, the weapons and see how they play in World compared to Rise. If you want damage, go for Pierce. See, yeah, I use Pierce Armor a lot against, like, the bigger enemies, because, like, it just, you know, pierces. You know, so against, like, I think it was Barith and, like, the Tobi Kadachi or whatever, they were very useful. Just, like, sifting through them. But I also remember using Sticky a good bit. But like I said, I never really brought my own ammo, I just used the free ammo, so I kind of just worked with what I could have. I have a light vote gun with burst 3 pierce. That sounds pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. There are a few of those. Yeah. I know, I definitely want to get into some of those things, and maybe even like bow and stuff, because like I think it'd be interesting with ammo. The main reason why I didn't want to get into them on Rise is because like the way you have to change like ammo's paint. You must buy Iceborne? Yeah, when I played for the first time, it was like when it first came out. So, Iceborne wasn't, like, a thing. And first of all, that was like my first Monster Hunter game, so I had no idea what I was doing. So, yeah. But no, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to look into it. And if I don't wind up buying, like, Monster Hunter and stuff like that, I'm probably going to play, like, some cool emulator games. Like, games I own, but I can't stream because I just don't have any way to connect them to PC. Me neither. And I started last summer. Nice, nice. Do you think... Okay, I got a question, though. Does Iceborne directly affect even, like, the base game? Like, say, would Iceborne only matter once I get to, like, a certain part of the game where it adds, like, new content and stuff? Or is Iceborne, like, quality of life changes as well? Because I'm just interested, like, say, if I didn't have the DLC now, if I played without the DLC and got to as far as I could and then bought the DLC, would it not be different? Or are there a bunch of, like, balance changes that only come out? And, like, things that only come out with Iceborne that I would need, even early on. Because depending on that might also affect my decision. Because if it's just, like, later game stuff. All of those? Okay, well, Iceborne seems like a pretty nice thing. I'll definitely do some research on it and see how pricey it is. Definitely seems like a worthwhile thing. We also do have Dauntless that we could play on Xbox and stuff like that. And technically that's crossplay, so if we play on Xbox, other people can play with us, even on PC. But I really wanted to try out World more than Dauntless again. But I also haven't played Dauntless since it first released on Xbox. So also it's a continuation of the base game story. Nice, nice, nice. Usually I just don't like buying DLC for games because I always feel like I play the base game and then DLCs come out later and then it's just like more money I'd have to spend on it. And so I'm just like, yeah, no. That's just how I usually am with DLCs. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to look into some Monster Hunter World for sure. For sure. But I want to beat Hollow Knight first. That's the first of the agenda. But Hollow Knight is sending me for a World, bro. Like I said, Brawlhalla stresses me out. Hollow Knight stresses me out. And, like, I feel like the fact that I play 3 different games and Monster Hunter is the least stressful, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, usually Monster Hunter, it's, like, supposed to be kind of intense, you know, one-on-one. Especially with, like, new fights, you're really anxious and stuff like that. And, like, some of the boss fights are really intense, you know. It's like, finally beat it, you know. And even, like, Farming, it's kind of just a more intense game. But, like, the thing is that after playing Rise, I realized that it also is, like, casual. It's not this super, like, try-hard Dark Souls game. But it's still, like, difficult and still hard. You know, like, you have to concentrate. But I like the difficulty. But see, Hollow Knight is just stupid difficulty. Like, not stupid hard, but, like, stupid, like, it's dumb. And Brawlhalla is just laggy. And because of the lag, it makes it really annoying to play. Like, shadow hits and crap like that. And just dropping frames. And my dodge is not working. Like, it just doesn't do my inputs. So, I just want to get those games out of the way. Specifically, Hollow Knight. Obviously, I still plan on streaming Brawl every day. Because, you know, kind of my main game for stream. But I 100% want to get into World. Like, people talk, like, how good World is all the time. And I want to play it. And like I said, I also want to get into Dauntless. And I think both would be fun. But stinking Hollow Knight comes first. We need to beat that stinker of a game. And then at some point I'll get time to Brawlhalla, you know. But not top of the agenda. I'd rather play the fun games. Well, more so put more time into the fun games. Dauntless is just linear Monster Hunter. See, the thing is that people kind of, like, either really like Dauntless compared to Monster Hunter, or like Monster Hunter way more than Dauntless. But see, to me, Dauntless is basically literally just an MMO version of Monster Hunter. Like, you can connect with everyone, just hunt monsters. It's a lot more casual. As well as, like, the cells and stuff are basically, like, the set bonuses and stuff. As well as, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just more chill. And plus, like, you know, breaking parts, you actually get the pieces of the monster you break. As well as, like, the interruptions. It's like, you know when you're interrupting, and like stunning and stagger damage, you're literally building it up. So I really like that factor a lot more in Dauntless. But the thing is that Monster Hunter is also so unique in the way it works, and so defined, you know? So it's like, I find them both really fun, you know? Like, I don't know which one I'd say is better necessarily. I just remember I had complaints with both, but I haven't played Dauntless in a long time, so I don't know how, like, balancing with monsters have, like, you know, going. As well as, you know, maybe I was just playing bad before. You know, but I definitely want to get into Monster Hunter World and Dauntless after Hollow Knight and after I beat Monster Hunter Rise. 100%. It just, I also want to wait until I get the new Xbox, just because my Xbox is kind of bleh, and I feel like it's going to be really laggy, like on stream. As well as just, like, laggy for me. Ammo variety doesn't exist in Dauntless, so don't look for that. I mean, I've already played a good bit Dauntless. Like I said, I played Dauntless up to, like, the end point when it first came out on Xbox. But I also don't play guns all that much, because again, I found them kind of, like, cheap using range. Even though when getting back into Dauntless, I am going to be playing guns. I'm going to be playing guns and chain whips, because I main chain whips back in the day. But see, the thing is that while there's not a lot of ammo variety in, like, Dauntless, the thing is also, like, you can customize your guns a good bit, you know? It's not, like, a ton, but it's still a good bit. Plus, like, the thing is that Dauntless really isn't about, like, interesting, unique weapons, you know? It's more so every weapon basically plays the exact same way. It's just, like, you have the cells that change things. Like, say, certain, like, weapons just pair well with certain sets of gear to get certain stats. It's not really like you use a weapon because it's, like, really good for its own reason. You know? It's kind of like saying, like, Monster Hunter, you have, like, a set for, like, oh, this is for water attack. You know? It's kind of like that. But it's like, that's the only reason you'd, like, use that stuff. But I don't really know if in Monster Hunter people actually use, like, fire and water attack. Like, bonuses for weapons and stuff like that. Because I feel like you have to swap weapons a good bit depending on what monster you're fighting. But, I don't know. Either way, though, Dauntless seems pretty fun to get back into. I'm just scared that's gonna be really laggy on Xbox. Getting back into it, as well as like Monster Hunter World might be laggy on the Xbox, just because mine's one of like the first generations of the Xbox One, so it's it definitely has some wear. I've had it for like a lot of years. So, bowgun is the only weapon that has 4 different skill sets. For endgame. Yeah, to be honest though, it just like, I don't know, I feel like people don't really care about like switching up a lot of the time, especially when it comes to like Dauntless or Monster Hunter. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't care about like playing new weapons or swapping out weapons a lot of the time. They just like to dominate, you know what I'm saying? Or like using whatever's like best. I don't think a lot of people care about like switching up stuff. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna look into, maybe even tonight I'll try to like get back on Dauntless, see how laggy it is. I'll make sure to download Monster Hunter World. Check out that, also see how expensive the Iceborne DLC and stuff is. You know. But for now, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna end the stream. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some more Hollow Knight, and of course some more Brawlhalla as well. At least that's the plan. But yeah, once we beat Hollow Knight, we'll definitely be looking into playing some other games, possibly Dauntless, Monster Hunter, or some emulator games. So, as always, chat, make sure to like, follow, and obey. And I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Ribbit. Make that out of Brawlhalla. $40 for Iceborne. Yikes. Gotta get that streamer money. Mm-hmm.